What's good with y'all? BJ Too Solid back with another video. I ain't posted a video in probably like 3-4 days. It's probably been a minute, but you know what I'm saying? I was reading some articles and just watching YouTube, and I just decided to post a video. I'm gonna just be talking about like growth and like personal growth, you know what I'm saying? Having a positive mindset and stuff like that. So like for me, when I was younger, when I was like 16 is when I first started working. And when I first started working, I was working at McDonald's. So like McDonald's was like, it was cool. It was a cool first job, but I most definitely learned a lot of stuff. I already made a video on like what I learned working my first job, but also my first job like kept me pushing, you know what I'm saying? Like the people I had close to me, you know what I'm saying? I had a few homies that was close to me at that job, and basically we all got out of there at the same time. But I say that to say that we all knew that we was gonna leave that job. We all knew our potential and stuff like that. But it was just the fact that where we was at in life at that point, even though we was, you know what I'm saying, still young, but you know what I'm saying, working fast food was just boring and it was just lame. Like you really ain't making no money for real, and it's just boring, bro. You run a whole bunch of negative people, the energy off there. You know what I'm saying? Got a whole bunch of rude people. Just a whole lot of stuff. But any challenges I had working at that job, I overcame them challenges. You know what I'm saying? Still coming to work with a smile on my face. A lot of people probably wouldn't even know, you know what I'm saying, what I'd be going through, or if anything was even wrong with me. You know what I'm saying? Because how much shit I was doing. You know what I'm saying? I always had the same work ethic, and I always just been positive, having a positive outlook in every situation, you know what I'm saying? Which I'll speak on them situations later on in the video. But turn your challenges into, you know what I'm saying, positive conflicts, you know what I'm saying? Think about how you can overcome that problem, and how you got in that situation, how you can not get in that situation again, and just how you can bounce back from it, you know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna be in that situation forever, you know what I'm saying? Don't nothing last forever. But figure out what gives you the drive to, if anything, find a passion, you know what I'm saying? Find a passion and like try and figure out what gives you the drive to do whatever. Like me, I'm interested in crypto and stuff like that, so I watch a whole lot of videos and articles and just read a lot of stuff about crypto and watch a lot of videos from people in the past, because they know about crypto. They've been in the cycles, and they just know a lot about market trends and everything about the market. You know what I'm saying? And I've been investing for a minute. Improving your communication. You know what I'm saying? As you work a job, like I said, when I was working my first job, I most definitely had to speak to a whole bunch of people, like corporate, regular customers, and just know people who was working in the job. You most definitely gotta gain some type of communication skills and not be scared and know how to deal with certain situations, especially in fast food, because it's gonna be a whole lot of unnecessary stuff. Like people get mad over sauces, you know what I'm saying, them not getting the right food, so you just gonna be dealing with a whole lot of stuff on the daily. But that's just entry level stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like that ain't even nothing major. But embrace the change that you go through. When I was working at McDonald's when I was 16, after I started working there, I worked at another job for probably a week, no less than 2 weeks. I worked there for like a week. It was a sales job, and I was gonna get paid no matter what, if I didn't get a sale or not. But I was just young at the time, and I just wasn't really rocking with it. And I did get another sales job. It was this year, but when I was working that first sales job, I was trying to get some money, which I would have got paid if, you know what I'm saying, I ain't get the sale. But I was just young. I was just kind of low-key trying to figure out what I want to do, like what I'm interested in, and sales was just something that I wanted to just try out. But I worked there, and I ain't gonna lie, I quit in like 4-5 days. But after I started working there, I ended up working at a lawn care, and I was working there for like almost a year. And cutting grass, it most definitely taught me a lot of stuff about you know what I'm saying, dealing with problems, not needing validation, you know what I'm saying, because the work that I was putting in, I was working a lot of hours and doing everything that he was saying to do, but at the same time, I wasn't getting what I was, you know what I'm saying, wanting in return. And people was telling me, like, as long as you know what you're doing, as long as you're doing the best you can, that's all you can do, you know what I'm saying? So I just really just stopped caring and just going to work, doing whatever. And it all worked out, you know what I'm saying? I started grinding there. I ended up getting me a car. And towards the beginning of the year, I stopped working again. I stopped working for like a month and a half. But through that time, I was just gaining resilience, you know what I'm saying, physically and mentally. Because I say physically because I started working out. I started working out again since I'm just at the crib trying to, you know what I'm saying, gain another job. But at the same time, I say mentally because as I stopped working, I just had an idle mind, you know what I'm saying? My mind was just having all kind of thoughts because, you know what I'm saying, I'm not working. I just got all this free time. So that's really when I just kind of started getting into YouTube. I started at the beginning of the year and I started making videos. I started, you know what I'm saying, liking it, and I just started posting more. But I got to start posting more. I know I don't post a lot, and I'll take accountability for that. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to want to, you know what I'm saying, do your job or just do anything every single day. You're not going to want to show up, but rather you show up 10%, 20%, 50, 80, 100, you know what I'm saying? As long as you show up, that's all that matters. But I know for sure I showed up today. But, you know what I'm saying? Get into being comfortable asking for help too. Like I said, like gaining social skills. So like if you need help with anything, just any questions, because a lot of people overlook asking questions and, you know what I'm saying, double checking with stuff. Rather they feel like they don't want to be overly annoying, or they just forget about a lot of stuff. A lot of people forget about stuff and don't end up doing things, and they end up getting in trouble and stuff like that. So always double check on what you're supposed to be doing, and if you're doing everything right, you know what I'm saying, just always double check. And what I had to realize too, which was recently, like, everybody is a somebody, like, huh? But yeah, though, like I was saying, just look at everything and at a different perspective. Like in your life, you might have a brother and a sister. Your brother might look at you as like a hero, and he'll look at you like a big dog. You know what I'm saying? He'll look at you as a hustler and stuff like that. But to yourself, you will look down on yourself. You don't look at all the accomplishments you made and how far you didn't really came. You know what I'm saying? Like me, I real life came from nothing. You know what I'm saying? Before I was working, I ain't had no type of money. I wasn't making no money for real. When I started working, I started asking my parents for everything. I started paying for everything on my own. Fast forward now, I'm 20 and I got my own car and everything. You know what I'm saying? Having minor, you know what I'm saying, setbacks and stuff like that. But that's what come with the game though. Like I just got so much resilience. Like I just stopped caring and I just pushed through everything. But I say all that to say, I say I'm in a pretty decent position right now. Whatever y'all going through, keep on pushing through it. You know what I'm saying? Know where you're headed to. Don't just be free roaming. Actually get to the draw board and figure out your plan of what you're gonna do. You know what I'm saying? But I appreciate y'all for watching this video. Like, comment, subscribe. Too solid.